Hi, this is about Land Development Bank, NABARD, and then regional rural banks. And also, I'm going to cover in this video in the form of questions and answers so that it will be easier for the readers to understand. And I'm also going to see the first regional rural bank in India, which is the first regional rural bank in India. This will be quite interesting topic. How it is different from the regular commercial banks. This is what we are going to see in this video. What is meant by Land Development Bank? Land Development Bank, it is abbreviated as LDB, is a special kind of a bank in India and is of a quasi-commercial, meaning half commercial activity and half developmental activity that provides services such as accepting deposits, making business loans, and offering basic investment products. These are the main key of LDBs. Main objective of LDB is to promote the development of agriculture and increase the agricultural production in India. And it also provides long-term finance to primary land development banks. Which type of loan is given by the land development bank? These are all long-term loans. LDBs provide long-term loans to agriculturists for permanent improvement of the land. They usually charge close to 9% interest rate. They grant loans against the security of land or other agricultural property. What is the other name of LDB? LDB is also called Land Mortgage Bank and Agriculture and Rural Development Bank in some areas. Land development cooperative credit institutions provide long-term loans. So what is development bank example? What are the examples of that? NABARD, you must be knowing, you would have heard this terminology. IDBI, EXIM Bank, IFCI, and NHB, National Housing Bank, are some of the examples of development banks in India. Which of the following is a function of NABARD? The major functions of NABARD include promotion and development, refinancing, financing, planning, monitoring, and supervision. What is the, now we'll go to NABARD, National Agricultural Bank and Rural Development. It is mandated for providing and regulating credit and other facilities for the promotion and development of agriculture, small-scale industry, cottage and village industries, handicrafts and other rural crafts, and other allied economic activities including rural areas with a view to promoting the industry in the rural areas. Who established NABARD? NABARD came into existence on 12th July 1982 by transferring the agricultural credit functions of RBI and refinance functions and then Agricultural Refinance Development Corporation. So ARDC, RBI is agri-wing, these are all put together and then NABARD is formed in the year 1982. Which bank comes under NABARD? RRBs, which is Regional Rural Bank, State Cooperative Banks, SCB, District Cooperative Bank, which is DCBs, Primary Agricultural Credit Societies, that is called PACs. These are all coming under NABARD. How many banks come under NABARD? In 2019, according to the data of 2019-20, there are 338 banks with reference to financial position as of 31st March 2019. These include 32 state development, 253 district and 45 regional rural banks. Who is eligible for the loan under the NABARD? The eligibility criteria prescribed for the year 2019-20 are: A. Complying with minimum CRAR norm of 15% as stipulated by Reserve Bank of India. B. Net NPA, non-performing asset, not exceeding 5% of net loans and advances outstanding. Further, the NPA position will be reckoned for the bank as a whole. What is the difference between RBI and NABARD? To support Indian rural economy with credit facility, RBI was apex body before formation of NABARD. It resulted in making NABARD as an apex development financial institution in India. NABARD's role is basically a continuation of RBI role in the sphere of agriculture and rural development. Okay, what is RRB? Regional Rural Banks. They are government-owned scheduled commercial banks of India that operate at regional level in different states in India. These banks are under the ownership of Ministry of Finance, Government of India. They were created to serve rural areas with basic banking and financial services. What is meant by regional rural bank? RRBs, that is regional rural banks, are Indian scheduled commercial bank, government banks, operating at regional level at different states in India. They have been created with a view of serving primarily the rural areas of India with basic banking and financial services. How many RRBs are there in India? There are totally 56 regional rural banks in India. What is the function of it? RRBs are entrusted to cater to the needs of rural people in the backward regions and bring financial inclusion at the primary level. The main objective of RRB is to provide credit and other banking facility to the small marginal farmers, agricultural laborers, small artisans, etc. Which is the first regional rural bank in India? Prathama Gramin Bank, set up in the year 1975, October 2. At present, there are 82 RRBs in India. Okay, what is the difference between RRB and a cooperative bank? RRBs mobilize deposits primarily from rural semi-urban areas and provide loans and advances mostly to small and marginal farmers, agricultural laborers, rural artisans, and other segments of priority sector. The cooperative banks are small-sized units which operate both in urban and non-urban areas. Who is the father of rural bank? They were stated M. Swaminathan, who is called the father of regional rural banks. There are more than 10,500 branches all over the country now. Okay, now come to EXIM Bank. What is the role of EXIM Bank? EXIM Bank extends LOC, that is line of credit, to overseas governments, financial institutions, regional banks and other overseas entities to finance India's exports to other countries. So this is the main function of EXIM Bank. Who regulates EXIM Bank? The bank primarily lends for exports from India, including supporting overseas buyers, and it is regulated by Reserve Bank of India. What are the functions of EXIM Bank? As we already discussed, EXIM Bank includes financing exports and imports of goods and services from India, financing the import and export of goods and services of other countries as well, underwriting shares, stocks, debentures, bonds of companies that carry out foreign trade. What does EXIM Bank mean? Export-Import Bank is called EXIM Bank. Are government or semi-government agencies that ensure the safety and growth of countries' foreign trade. They provide customized financial instruments to safeguard the interest of exporters against default, non-payment and other risk of the other countries. What is the important EXIM policy? It facilitates the flow of economy in a country and increases foreign exchange in a country. It aids in facilitating free trade and liberalization and improving the overall market for domestic consumers of a country. Who announced EXIM policy? EXIM policy, also known as foreign trade policy, is announced every 5 years by Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. So in this video, we have seen what is Land Development Bank and what is NABARD, what is Regional Rural Bank and which is the first regional rural bank in India, and also we have seen EXIM Bank of India. Thank you very much for patiently watching. Keep watching the YouTube channel. You will have more inputs about the banks and the banking. Thank you very much. Bye.